Our Lady, undoer of knots, we entrust the knots of our sins and miseries to Mary, the Mother of Jesus. This devotion emerged in Germany in the late 17th century. Its roots go back to the early church in the 2nd century and the meditations of Saint Irenaeus on Our Lady's virtues. The knot of disobedience of the first woman, Eve, was undone by the obedience of Mary. The knot the Virgin Eve had created was undone by the Virgin Mary through her faith. The devotion has its origin in the marital crisis of Wolfgang Langenmantel and his wife Sophie Imhoff, who married in 1612. They considered divorcing, but before they separated, Wolfgang decided to go to the nearby monastery of Ingolstadt by foot to the home of Jesuit priest Father Jacob Rem to ask for advice. Father Rem was known for promoting devotion to Our Lady Thrice Admirable. He encouraged Wolfgang to entrust his situation to the intercession of the Blessed Mother Thrice Admirable. Over the course of 28 days, Wolfgang went on pilgrimage on 4 consecutive Saturdays to the monastery to lay his marriage with Sophie at the feet of the Blessed Mother. The situation of the spouses gradually changed to the point of mutual reconciliation. The graces requested of God, reconciliation and forgiveness, were granted through the Blessed Mother. Their marriage was saved. The knots often depicted in images of Our Lady, undoer of knots, represent whatever causes suffering in our lives, such as discord in families, misunderstanding between children and parents, violence, anger, drug addiction, fear, and lack of peace. Most importantly, they are whatever impedes the glory of God from shining in our lives. In gratitude for Wolfgang and Sophie's reconciliation, their grandson Hieronymus Ambrosius von Langenmantel entered religious life and commissioned the painting of Our Lady under this title to be displayed in a chapel of the Church of St. Peter in Perlach in Augsburg. Our Lady is represented according to the image described in Revelation 12:1. A great sign appeared in the sky, a woman clothed with the sun, with the moon under her feet, and on her head a crown of 12 stars. Father Bergoglio, Pope Francis, fell in love with this devotion as soon as he discovered it when he went to Germany to complete his thesis on the German theologian Romano Guardini in the 1980s. He visited the Church of St. Peter in Perlach, overseen by his Jesuit confreres, where he came across this unique painting. He decided then to take the image to Buenos Aires as a gift for his parishioners. Mary, undoer of knots, was welcomed with great enthusiasm in South America. A reproduction of the image was eventually enthroned in the parish of San Jose del Talar in Buenos Aires, and that church was elevated to the dignity of a shrine in 2010 by Cardinal Bergoglio. On the 15th anniversary of the enthronement of the image at the shrine, Pope Francis as Cardinal affirmed in his homily, "We all have knots or deficiencies in our hearts, and we go through difficulties. God, our good Father, who distributes His grace to all of His children, wants us to trust her, to entrust to her the knots of our sins, the tangles of our miseries that prevent us from uniting ourselves with God, to allow her to untie them and bring us to her Son Jesus."
Please subscribe to Catholic News World's YouTube channel. Thanks and God bless.